Yo, San Francisco is effed. I don't know how much more evidence people need regarding Democratic policies. This is straight from the top of the food chain. This is a tweet by Eli Steele, the son and filmmaker of Shelby Steele, prominent Black conservative. You hear about how bad San Francisco is. I was filming a shot of my father, Shelby Steele, and in the 10 minutes we were gone, our SUV was broken into and nearly $15,000 of cameras stolen. Called 911 and they hung up twice. That's the way you're treated in San Francisco. And when they state that the crime numbers have in fact gone down thanks to Democratic policies, that's because the police don't even come out and bother to take a police report when only $15,000 in camera gear was stolen. You probably have to trip a transsexual on the street for the police to take a report of a hate crime or burn a pride flag. And here's Elon Musk's tweet back. Many Twitter employees feel unsafe coming to work in downtown SF and have had their car windows smashed. They also got such a null response from the police that they rarely even bother reporting crimes anymore because nothing happens. Exactly. So all the people that tell you, well, no, just look at the numbers. You see how far San Francisco crime statistics have dropped? Like what? Like shoplifting? Because nobody reports it? Because once again, the police do absolutely nothing under $950. You just let them go to the point where Whole Foods closed. The Gap closed. Old Navy closed. Nordstrom's closed. Hilton hotels stopped paying on their lease and turned the hotel over to the bank. You don't do that. You don't put that type of investment into a place unless you don't think that it's going to recover. You go through pain and you try to see if you can revive the business. And the same thing just happened with Westfield malls in San Francisco. They just turned over the mall to the bank, to the lenders. They stopped paying the mortgage. Westfield, you've probably seen these malls in your cities. They're not making any money. It's not worth it. They've given up hope. Sayonara, hasta la vista, baby. And that's what anybody in San Francisco and in California should be doing. I mean, they already want to call it child abuse if you don't affirm your child's desire to transition. That's what they consider child abuse.
Hasta la vista, baby.
So they want to take your store. They want to give it over to the criminal in terms of the fact that they also very recently have tried to enact a law prohibiting store owners or employees of the store from confronting shoplifters. They want to roll out a red carpet if you go in there to steal because your rights supersede those of those who are working diligently to provide services to the natives, to make a living, to make a little bit of money for themselves. San Francisco is a dystopia. You hear it every single time from Elon Musk, from anybody who lives there. Get the hell out. Somebody's going to buy up the property on the cheap when they remake the city. Maybe that's part of the nefarious conspiracy. But right now, if you're in San Francisco, I'm sorry, you're a chump. And the thing is gradually, then suddenly, you see this mighty behemoth and you just start to chip away at it, chip away. And you're like, it's not doing anything. Nothing's happening here. You keep chipping away at that dam. All of a sudden, leaks start springing up. And then you better hightail it out of there because that water's coming to gushing because that dam is breaking. And that's exactly what's happening to San Francisco, the city that used to be beautiful, edgy, the tech capital of the world is now going up in flames, in smoke, as people are out on the streets, open air drug markets, rampant theft, crime. And as Eli Steele said, $15,000 worth of his camera gear got stolen in 10 minutes. You can't even leave your car in San Francisco. That's not the case in other places. I live in Mexico, and you're just 1 million times safer in the area that I am than it is in San Francisco. You can leave things in your car, and nobody's broken in over a year that we've been here. in Saudi Arabia, you could leave a wallet full of cash with a big neon light and an open car window pointing out the fact that there's cash lying right here and nobody's going to come take it because the penalties are draconian. They cut off your hand if you get caught stealing. I don't even think that that would work in San Francisco because nobody would take you seriously. You'd actually have to enact the penalty, and then maybe people would get the message. But the point is that the Democrat policies, that how can people continue to vote for the policies that don't work? Because they're virtuously, because they've been made to believe that what they are doing is on the positive side of the ledger. They're on the right side of history as they destroy people's lives, as they make the city unfilmable, and the police hang up on you when you call 2 times. If that's the city that you'd like to be in, by all means, there are plenty of open apartments.